I don't like it. Don't like that that's there. Why? Why is that on an antique mall? No. Hi, well, welcome to my first-ish long form content video. Yeah, that's what it is. Originally, my first video on doing long form officially was going to be a collection tour, but we have drywall being worked on at my house, and currently I panicked and packed up my entire collection so that they wouldn't get ruined with drywall dust. So that's where I'm at right now. So instead, you're getting this little doll haul, doll shopping, antique mall tour. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. But hey, you're getting all my mistakes because guess what? I have 6 minutes and 7 seconds to fill, and I'm a little stressed out about that, having done short form content for years at this point. I'm also going to use this video as a bit of an intro. Hi, I'm Chic Plastic. I'm a doll collector who is also an adult. And by adult, meaning like 30-ish, maybe. Who knows? Sometimes even I forget. Anyways, I like to collect dolls and I like to post about my obsession on the internet so that I have an outlet for it because no one in my actual physical life collects dolls with me. So it's a way for me to kind of build a bit of a community and some like-minded people, I suppose. Anyways, I guess I should actually talk about this little hunt. This is my favorite antique mall ever. It is very much a collector central place. Think anything from Hot Wheels, baseball cards, action figures, dolls, Funko Pops. It's got like all the collector check boxes for the most part. Basically, it's not like your grandma's antique mall. However, with that comes the caveat of the pricing. People know what they have and they're selling them as such. Once in a while, you can find a booth that has like some random odds and ends and they have a really nicely priced like Barbie or Bratz doll. But for the most part, people, they know what they have and each booth is very specific on what they sell. I also need everyone to convince me that I do not need that $100 Kiss doll because right now I'm convinced I do. And I just loved this little Lego display. I feel like I would knock it over and look, little sharks. Oh, they're so cute. I was tempted to get one, but why do I need a single Lego shark? The world will never know. Oh, and around the holiday season, this booth specifically has just a wall of holiday Barbies. It's so cute. I found my little angel baby Chikorita, my favorite Pokemon ever. And how she became my favorite is that I just started playing Pokemon Go and the first Pokemon I caught had to be a cute one and it just so happened to be Chikorita and it looked like an adorable little leaf puppy and I loved it. And now she's my favorite. Oh, I hope I find some more of these fashion avenues, especially that blue number. So cute. I would also love to find some vintage Gem and the Hologram dolls. That would be so exciting. But finding playsets is pretty cool too. And oh my gosh, I almost got their car once, but I was debating on it and I left it there and then someone in front of me got it, but you know, at least they enjoyed it. Oh, and at this antique mall, a lot more booths are getting some more vintage dolls, which is really exciting. Like this country camper with the box. I think it was only $55. I was so tempted. And this seller particularly always has some amazing Barbie items, including a lot of vintage things. And just look at that old illustration. I just love it. Also, I'd never seen this special occasion doll and I'm kind of obsessed with her and might need to go back because she's gorgeous. No, Chic, get it together. You're on a freaking budget. Anyways, lots of vintage Barbies and I want this Magic Moves Christie so badly, but she's a little too pricey for me. I don't really collect Kellys, but this was super cute and I was a little tempted to get it. And I found a couple Barbie adjacent items like, you know, a VHS nutcracker and this Barbie video camera with a little microphone. How cute is that? A little stray Kelly out in the wild and a booth that had nothing to do with dolls. Now this booth had some interesting items. First of all, it had some gorgeous creatures, new in box, and I feel like I've seen a video before of someone going into like some obscure doll lines and they were featured in it, and I cannot remember who did the video on it, but I found 2 of them. There's also a giant bin of Barbie-ish clothes and troll dolls. That was random. I also found this MASH 4077 branded first aid kit. One of my absolute favorite shows growing up. My brother wanted to get it to see if the road flare still worked, but he did not. Now, I don't collect Madame Alexander dolls, but she just might convert me. I've also never seen these before. Now, moving on, since I'm visiting my family in a different state, I figured I have to go to a plant shop because why not? Fun fact, that is another obsession of mine. So we're just piling on the collections here. The plants I'm typically looking for are philodendrons, anthuriums, or begonias. Also just anything that kind of catches my eye or seems unusual. I stay away from these 1-inch pots because I always kill them because they're so high maintenance because they don't retain any moisture. As much as I love the variegated Alocasia friedake, I am not going to do it because spider mites are the bane of my freaking existence when it comes to that plant. Oh, and Calathea mosaicas are so pretty too, and then I love a good begonia, but you gotta keep that humidity high with these guys. But they're so cool and have such fun color variations. I also love a good philodendron, can't go wrong with them. And some of these big plants are so tempting to pick up, but luckily they weren't in my budget, so I did not. And look at this giant cactus. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what I ended up picking up. So, surprise, surprise, I got Chikorita because that's my little angel baby. I'm obsessed and I love Chikorita. And a shock to us all, I ended up not picking up any dolls at that antique mall, but I did get a few plants, including this fig, this lavender plant that I've literally never seen before. I love the leaves. And then I got a rosemary because my last one died. I wanted to add another plant to my goth garden, so I got the syngonium that has really dark green leaves, and then the underside has this vibrant red. This begonia I picked up, it's got a wild texture, I really love it, but it again needs a really high humidity. But the undersides of the leaves, again, have this really cool red color. I also got this philodendron amedrium. I haven't done much research on it, but I really like the way it looks, and it's got this really cool veining pattern on its leaves that I really enjoyed. So somehow I walked away from an antique mall and a plant shop with all plant-themed things, so, you know, it felt appropriate that I got a grass-type Pokemon and then plants galore. It was a full circle moment for me. And I might have also done a small photo shoot with Chikorita and all my plants. It's fine, I'm not obsessed. Anyways, thanks for joining me on this first long form video. See you next time.